Hello, beautiful. How are you doing today? Today is book launch day. Woohoo! Man, it's been a long time coming, but today is the day. And I will talk about it a little bit later in the video, and I will read a passage as well. So if you want to hang in here, you will hear a little bit more about my book. So as today is a day of a big win, right? It's the day where the thing that I've been working on for so long is finally done, accomplished, out. It's like, it's a big celebration day, right? It's a day to celebrate the win. I have been told, wow, Annie, you did it. Now put your feet up, relax, enjoy the win. And I've been thinking, yeah, I know that is exactly what I would say to somebody else that just finally did something big that they've been working on for a long time. But have you ever noticed how our failures and problems seem to linger and how our wins just kind of swoosh by in our life? I mean, we all have wins in our lives. They can be small, medium, big, but they're always there. And it's interesting that we dream of them for so long. And when these things happen, we kind of go, woohoo! Okay, what do we have to do next? I'm talking about this today because it's what's happening with my book, just the different milestones that I've experienced with its creation and completion. And it is really remarkable how the time I spend, and I think I'm probably not alone, the time I spend really just being in the moment and savoring and not thinking about what's next, how little time I spend there, my mind automatically just goes, okay, next, what is it? What's the next problem? What's the next project? What does this mean? What? And just not being here. It is something that I think that as humans, and particularly as highly sensitive people, we do a lot. And highly sensitive people do it more because of our special mind that thinks a lot, that always projects the 50 different scenarios and pieces of data and things that could happen and how this could be and what the solution can be in this circumstance and this one and this one. All this happens so fast for us in our super brain in a way that we are very, very quick to, and I mean, I guess we could train our brain to linger in the celebration rather than just like have it through habit, just go to what is next to think about, all the things that are all around us that we perceive at the same time. With our delightful brain, we are so skilled at the ruminating, the analyzing and considering of difficult situations or failures that it is definitely, absolutely a conscious choice for us to make, to choose to develop the skill to apply our mind and our thinking to celebrating the wins, to stretching them out, the successes, the accomplishments, the moments of joy. I've made some videos talking about pockets of joy because life is not like a big bubble of joy. We have these moments that I call pockets of joy. And there are ways to really, when they happen, to be in those and to intentionally be aware of that feeling and stretch it in time and in magnitude inside of us, just expand it in our lives. So HSPs and every other sensitive person who think a lot and who are thorough thinkers, let's just make a conscious effort, me included, in this moment where I'm working on celebrating this moment of my book being out in the world. Let's practice and do this conscious choice of stretching and savoring the wins and the joy. So since today is book launch day, I am going to tell you a little bit more about the book. First of all, it's a memoir. It's called A Splendid Mess, Chronicles of a Practically Enlightened Misfit. And even though these are my stories, it is absolutely not about me, and it is not my intention, even though there are going to be so many stories out there about me, it is not my intention or actually my desire that this be about me. It's about the common experiences that we all share experiencing life. And this, because it's the Practically Enlightened Misfit, like you, me, it is a lot about how those of us who are highly sensitive, neurodivergent people deal with the world every day and what our lives kind of look like. I think it's very interesting. There are hundreds of small chapters, and each day there is always a thought of the day, a TOD, which comes at the end of the day in a bolder section. And this is the thought of the day that kind of encompasses whatever takeaway from some of the stories that I have shared. I have a couple events already that are planned. I have a book signing at the Barnes & Noble in Flagstaff, Arizona on November 9th. There is the local library that has contacted me and is asking to do an event with me. So things are happening, which is really nice. And this is something that I will be giving away. And the very quick one-sentence description of the book is a candid and inspiring real-life journey of breaking free, bravely seeking your truth, and finding your voice in the world. I will put the link below in the description. You can just find it on Amazon. You can find it on Barnes & Nobles and other online stores. You can go to your local Barnes & Noble or library and ask them to carry it, or at your local bookstore. If you tell them about it and one or two people come and say, hey, I would love for you to carry this book, they probably will. So that's it for today. Time for me to put my feet up or go do some grocery shopping and to just kind of be and sit and be quiet for a bit. I did post a community post. If you go to the channel, to the main page, there's a community tab. I post there once in a while, and I kind of like what I shared today about my inner state, about this day of my book launch and how I am experiencing it. Bye, my darlings. I love you. And I will see you next week.